Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to the channel and thank you so much for taking your own time out to check out this movie review. And you might be thinking, Mike, what's going on? You're in a different location, bit of a different setup. Well, basically what it is right now, I'm currently on vacation in Florida, so that's why my setup is a little bit different. I'm actually just in the villa right now, got my awesome new Halloween t-shirt, and I just wanted to drop a review for you guys on a movie that I saw just the other week with my good friend Anthony A. Perez. So my full review is going to be on the collaboration I did with him live in his car in a parking lot, so I will leave that link down below in the description box. But for now, I want to drop my own little mini review as such on the movie Barbarian, which is directed by Zach Cregger. Now, I've never seen any of his work, so I'm unfamiliar with this director, but I believe he's done a few TV works and maybe odd one or two movies before, I'm not exactly too sure. And it stars people such as Bill Skarsgård, Georgina Campbell, and Justin Long. So Barbarian is a movie that when I heard people talk about this, they were saying it is this year's Malignant. Now, if you saw my original Malignant review, which I'll try leave in the box up here, you know that I did not like that movie at all. So I was very worried going into this one, and basically the plot of Barbarian is all around this woman who is Georgina Campbell, who plays a character called Tess Marshall. She essentially kind of rents this like Airbnb, but when she gets there she finds out it's actually been double booked as such with Bill Skarsgård character of Keith. He's also staying there. However, this Airbnb house hides a very sinister secret. This looked like kind of like an A24 movie, and if you know me again on this channel, I'm not a huge fan of A24. Some of their works is great, some of them I do not like whatsoever. So going into this movie, I was very intrigued. And what can I honestly say about my thoughts on Barbarian? Well, this was a very pleasant surprise. I actually walked out the movie and I was like, wow, what the hell did I just watch firstly? But also I was like, yeah, I enjoyed this movie. Yeah, I just thought it was a pleasant surprise. For most part, the directing is pretty good here. It's quite like a unique story to a sense. Now, I don't know any other movies exist that have like two characters where they double book like a room or a vacation spot or a holiday spot, whatever the case should be. Yeah, you know, it definitely happened in this movie in a way that was related to horror, so I actually quite like that. I definitely think that, again, for the directing, most part is pretty good. Some of the cinematography shots in here is beautifully done, whether it is just this Airbnb house and just the rain splashing down on this house. It just looked so good. It kind of gave those like darker tones and darker, creepier, kind of sinister elements to it, and I really, really liked it. And I think the performances all around in this movie are really well done. I say especially with Georgina Campbell's character of Tess Marshall. She was definitely the standout for me, but one thing I will say is that it was so great seeing Justin Long back in a horror movie. Man, I love that guy. He's such a great actor. And yeah, he definitely has some kind of Justin Long mannerisms in here, but I do like that he's returned to a horror movie after some time out from a horror movie, may I add. And I just like that this movie was a pleasant surprise. The music throughout is quite creepy, definitely gets you in this environment. And one thing I will say is this has such a unique cut from the first act, second act, and the third act. You'd think, okay, well, this happens, it's going to go in this direction. Nope. Throws you off guard. Yeah, so I really, really love that about this movie. The only kind of negatives that I would say with Barbarian, if I have to pick any, there is a little few here. I would say definitely the one thing here is the cinematography, as I mentioned before, is beautifully shot, but has got some kind of POV camera kind of shots in here, which I don't think worked really well. I think at times you had this normal level of kind of creepiness factor, and then when the POV kind of camera is like kind of kicked in, the creepiness ran from here to like down here, and I think it kind of took away from the movie a little bit because you were already kind of wrapped up in the suspense. You already kind of wrapped up being like, okay, well, what the hell's going on here? Like, what is this dark, sinister secret all of a sudden? And then when the kind of camera angle changes, yeah, I wasn't sold on it. I appreciate that they're trying to go in like a creative, different direction, but I wasn't really sold on it. At times, there was a little bit of a slower pace to the movie where there was a tiny little bits here that the slow pace didn't necessarily need to be there. Maybe one or two little things here cut. But overall, yeah, I really enjoyed Barbarian, and I think it is due to come out in the UK in late October. So yeah, I actually enjoyed this movie, and I'm going to give my score of Barbarian, which is a 3.5 stars out of 5. So have you seen Barbarian? Are you going to check out this movie? Leave any and all comments down below so we can continue discussion down there. Also, in the meantime, please give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. And also, do you know that I'm on Patreon? Yes, that's right. For only £2 per month, you get access to early videos, you get to see my release schedules, you also get a shout out in every single video, and you also get to see what's coming onto the channel, and there is so much more stuff coming very, very soon. It's only £2 per month, and I want to give a special shout out to my awesome Patreons who have YouTube channels except Micheal O, Brien, so big thank you to Michael, and those are Adam from What the Gym, Elliot from IMO Reviews, Tyler Babb at his channel Tyler Babb and the Rendered Image, AJ Ford at his channel AJ Ford, D Movie Man at his channel D Movie Man, Ryan at RWR Movie Reviews, Jason from his channel Jason the Old Millennial, and Josh from Klassic Reviews. So a big thank you to all my awesome Patreons, and please go check out their YouTube channels. They're all awesome guys and deserve a lot more support. But thank you for tuning into this review. Until the next time that I see you, I'll be seeing you later.